Hello and welcome to Fairly Basic Tech. This is our very first video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some basic Linux commands. I believe this channel will focus mostly on Linux content. There will be some other aspects as well. I don't want to pigeon us entirely into that environment. We might look at some gadgets. We might do some fairly broad tech type videos in the future. But we're going to start with some Linux tutorials, and we're going to start at the beginning with the terminal. So let's look at our screen and see what we got. So this is a terminal screen, and this is common to all Linux and Unix, and it's kind of similar to the command prompt back in Windows. It used to be DOS. Way back when, all computers just looked like this, minus the pretty stuff at the bottom and the top. It's just a black screen with a prompt. You tell it to do some stuff, you press enter, and it goes. So, how do we navigate this? It can be terribly intimidating, and I want to make it less intimidating. There is this wonderful cheat sheet that I found online. I will put the link in the description. It's from FossWire. It is a command reference sheet. Let's do this. Yeah, something like that. So, it can still be a little scary, but let's look at it. LS, directory listing. What does that even mean? A directory is what you may know in Windows as a folder. It's just a place where files are stored. What files are stored there can be shown with the ls command. So ls, right here, what we see is in this folder, I have a whole bunch of other folders. A better command for that in most distributions is ll. That shows all the hidden folders and files that are there as well. In Linux, if it has a period in front of it, it's hidden from general view. If it's blue, it's a directory. Also, if you look at the beginning of the file in the detailed view, a D means it's a directory. So here we can look there. Let's go to the pictures folder. That brings me to something that is going to be really handy for us. If you start typing something and just don't want to type the rest of it, if you press tab, it will complete it for you. So let's say I want to go into the videos file. I can type VI. Well, I press tab once, nothing happens, but I press tab twice, and it'll show me all the options that start with VI. All I got to do is type that D and tab, and it will complete it for me. Now, as soon as you've typed enough letters for it to be unique, just hit that tab button and hit enter, and it'll be there. Now let's see what's in here. I'm going to LL instead of LS. If LL doesn't work for you, you can do an LS minus AL. That will do the same thing. LL works on most distributions, but not in all unless you've created an alias. We'll get into aliases later. It's not real important right now. What's most important here is LS. Or LL. Let's stick with LS. LS. This shows all the videos I've been working on. You can tell I've mostly been doing some testing stuff until now. So LS lists the files in the directory. CD change directories. CD space. We can see this guy's a directory, right? Because he's blue in this screen. So CD space test. Now I'm in the test directory. How do I know what directory I'm in? PWD. PWD. That shows I'm in the /home/mark, which is my username, /videos/test directory. And these are the files that are in there. If I just CD, that takes me to my home directory. Home/mark. So let's review real quick. ls, view files. ll, view a detailed list of files. cd, space directory name, move into that directory. cd, no directory name, move to the home directory. cd space ... move into the directory directly above where we were before. We were in home/mark, now we're in home because we used cd space ... Getting around in Linux is going to be very handy for you to know. We need to know how to list files and how to move between directories. CD back here. Let's look in documents. I don't even know what I have in documents. CD space DOC tab ls. If I have a text file, cat space a tab will bring up the file name. Linux does this weird thing where a \space is the same as a space. Also, you could surround it with quotes. Don't worry about that. Just tab complete what you want and it'll get there. Cat space the file name will show what's in the file. Also, less space the file name. That will show a version of the file that you can use up and down arrows to navigate. From there, Q to quit. Q to quit. So yeah, we want to be able to move between directories. We want to see what files are in those directories, and we want to use cat or less to show the contents of the files within the directories. Those are the big biggies. This has so many more details. Now here's an important one. So CTRL+C halts the current command, but I thought CTRL+C was copy and everything. In the terminal, if we want to copy something, what we can do is highlight it, CTRL+Shift+C, then CTRL+Shift+V to paste. CTRL+Shift+C to copy, CTRL+Shift+V to paste. CTRL+C is if the screen is just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. CTRL+C is your get me out of here, get me back to a prompt. Wherever I am is where I don't want to be. It's very useful. You're going to want you to know that one for when you get in trouble. Let's see, locate, grep. All of this stuff will be stuff that you learn in time, but for now, ls, pwd, cd, cd ... cd, directory name. These are the big ones. All right. I think that's enough for lesson number 1. I hope that's been informative. I will get you the link to that file in the description, and just practice. Just kind of work around getting to the terminal and moving around it. We haven't done anything that can cause any damage in this lesson. So just move around, look at some files, move around, look at some files, and we'll be back for some more fun stuff in the next lesson. Thanks.